Hey, what's up guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. I've decided that I'm going to be UW's unofficial YouTuber. That role previously belonged to my name is Chong, but he graduated, so now it's my time to shine. Today I'm going to be rating food at the University of Washington, and this is all based on personal opinion of what I think of these places, so some of you might disagree. And that's okay. Maybe this can be like an unpopular opinion video. I would also like to say that I'm only mentioning the food places that I have personally tried. So if you see something that's missing, it's because I haven't tried it yet. First, I'm going to start off with the on-campus places. The Husky Den food court is located in the Husky Union building. I went to the Husky Den food court at least like 2 or 3 times a week because I really like their food. I don't know how to pronounce this, but Siganos, it's the Mexican style food place. I will give that a 5 out of 5 stars. I could eat that any day. I got nachos, got burrito, added chicken when I had more money on my dining account. Next, I'm gonna rate Pagliacci's pizza, and this is all over UW's campus. I'm gonna have to rate Pagliacci's pizza a 4 out of 5 stars just because every time after I ate it, my stomach always hurt, and that's probably not a good sign. But their food tasted really, really good. And they have a lot of different options for pizza, and they're all pretty good. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Next, they have red radish, which is just the salad soup bowl. It's okay. 2 out of 5 stars. Dub Street Burgers, I'm also going to give 2 out of 5 stars. Now, to be fair, I haven't tried anything else on their menu besides their chicken tenders and fries, but they were just mediocre. You know, not the best chicken tenders I've ever had in the world. I'm a little skeptical to try the burgers, but if that's what needs to happen, then I guess I'll try it. Next is Crafted, and I was stuck between giving it like a 3 versus a 4 stars, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with my 3 ranking. I really like some of the sandwiches at Crafted. I like how they warm them up. They taste really good consistently. I would just simply say that it's not the best food I've ever had, and it's only a sandwich. It doesn't come with like fries or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Next, I'm rating Caribbean Island Bowls, and I got this once, and never again will I get it again. I'm giving it a 1 out of 5 stars just because I didn't finish the meal because I didn't like it. To be fair, I don't really think I like Caribbean food, so I don't know if I gave it like a fair rating, but this is just based on my personal taste buds, and I didn't like it, so 1 out of 5. Next, I'm going to move on to Local Point, and I'm just going to list the ones that I've tried that I haven't already listed in the Husky Den section. Big Kitchen and Global Kitchen are the lunch and dinner meals that they switch up every single day, and these are consistently pretty good, so I will give it a 4 out of 5 stars. The deli is where they make all of those sandwiches and those wraps, and I have to give it a 2 out of 5 stars. Not to say that it's not good. Like, I had it, I think, almost every single day for the first 2 weeks of me being at UW, but I think it just came to that point where I just ate it so much that the food just didn't taste good anymore. Next, we're moving on to the District Market / Husky Grind. The Husky Grind is the mini coffee shop, and the District Market overall is the grocery store. I'm just gonna be rating a select few favorites from the District Market. The tomato soup is a 5 out of 5. It is so good. It always makes me happy every time they have it. They also have crackers at the station, so you can have that too. The District Market is also known for having sushi on campus. It's pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's the best sushi I'll have, but I'm glad that they have it available, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. The triple chocolate bread and the banana bread at Husky Grind, phenomenal. 5 out of 5 stars. I had that for a solid month every single morning before I went to my math class. I cannot tell you how many of those I ate. If you ever go to the Husky Grind and wonder why there's no more banana bread or no more triple chocolate bread, it's because I went there first and I ate it. Next, we have Starbucks, and this is placed in Suzel Library. We also have the truck for it. I'm just going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars just because I don't personally go there a lot. I don't have like a signature drink or anything. I think their food is pretty good, but they're super expensive. I think there's better uses of my money and my time because waiting in line at the Suzel Library at lunchtime is not the move. It takes like at least a solid 30 minutes. Next, I'm going to be rating the By George Cafe / the smoothie place that's right next to it, and this is underneath Odegaard Library. I'm going to have to give it a 2 out of 5 stars. In January of last year, I actually went through every single smoothie on the menu to kind of give a review about what it tastes like. I will say I liked / will order again at least 3 smoothies on the menu, but the rest were just very mediocre. Next, we're moving on to Cultivate, which is UW's restaurant, and it's located in West Campus. I've only been there once, but I had a really good experience. The food tasted really good, so I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 stars just based on that. Next, we are talking about one of my favorite places on campus, Oren's Place in Packer Hall. 5 out of 5 stars, hands down. I had a class in Packer Hall my first quarter of freshman year, and I got their pasta every single day after class, and it was so good. It was definitely like really filling and probably made me gain so much weight, but it was worth it. Next, we're going on to Moto Surf, and I don't remember much from this place other than I didn't really like it, so I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 stars. Next is Sunrise Griddle, which is also another food truck located on Red Square, and I'm going to give this a 1 out of 5 stars just because I don't remember the food tasting very good. I think I ordered like avocado toast with egg or something like that. Next, we're moving on to places off campus, and first we're going to start off with the Ave. Cafe on the Ave is a pretty well-known restaurant. I really like it, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I just like the variety in their menu, and all of their options seem pretty good. Okay, now we're getting into the unpopular opinion, so don't hate on me for my rating on this one. Next, we're getting into Aladdin's, and this is known for being one of UW's student body's favorite places to go get food at a late night, etc. I just don't see the hype. I don't see it. I don't taste it. I think it's because I have a really strong sensitivity to too much salt, and that's what I felt when I ate their food. I also had some stomach upset when I ate their food, so based on that experience, I'm gonna have to give Aladdin's a 2 out of 5 stars, but I would suggest that you try it because I know that a lot of people really like it. Next is Thai Tom, and this can get nothing less than a 5 out of 5 star rating because it is so good. It is the best pad thai I've ever had in my entire life. Next is Pho Shizzle. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5 stars. That was the first pho place I ever had, and I really liked it. I just think, looking back, it was a little too salty for my taste buds, but it was still pretty decent. Next is Pho Tan Brothers, and this is my favorite pho place to ever exist on the face of the earth. The staff are so friendly. They bring your food out really fast. The serving size is so big for such a small price. I never got anything larger than a small, and I still couldn't finish it. They also serve cream puffs, and those are so good. I will go back just for those cream puffs. Anyway, I can't talk enough about how much I love that place, so 5 out of 5. Back to back on my favorite food places, but next is Just Burgers, and I will literally fly to Washington just to eat there. It deserves a 5 out of 5 stars ranking. I have eaten so many options off this menu. It's not even just the burgers. It's the fries. It's the shakes. It's the chicken nuggets. It's the mozzarella sticks. Everything on that menu is very solid. You can't really go wrong. Every time I volunteered at ECBG, I would always get Just Burgers on the way, and my coach Russell would always eat my fries, but it's fine. It's fine. Next is Just Poke. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I like the variety in toppings. I love the salmon. I would just say it's not the best I've ever had, so I'll give it a 4. Next is Chipotle. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's just consistently really good. It's probably one of my favorite fast food restaurants. Next, we're moving on to U Village, which is really close to campus. You could just take a bus there. I went there many times last year for undisclosed reasons. First, I'll be rating Shake Shack, and I'll have to give it a 2 out of 5 stars just because I think this place is very overrated. Personally, their shakes aren't that good, and that's what their whole thing is about. Nor do I think their burgers are that good either, so 2 out of 5. Next, we're going to talk about Rachel's Ginger Beer, and they don't have a lot of items on their food menu, but I did order their chicken tenders, chicken something. All I remember is that their food was a little spicy, a little messy, and it wasn't worth the spicy, messy mess. 2 out of 5. Next is Joey's Kitchen, and I went here once. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars just because I don't really remember what I ate or what it tasted like. I just remember I didn't have leftovers after, so I had to like the food at least a little bit in order to finish it. Next, I'm gonna be rating QFC, which is just a grocery store. Fun fact, we don't have that in Illinois, so it was a really interesting experience to go there and be like, what's QFC? And my friend's like, QFC? What's Jewel Osco? I really like QFC. It's a really solid grocery store. I also flipping cannot talk enough about how much I love their chocolate chip muffins. They're so good. I do get horrible memories every time I see that QFC sign though. Lastly, I'm going to end the list off at Menchie's. I've never had Menchie's before coming to Washington. I have to give Menchie's a 5 out of 5 star rating. Their frozen yogurt is so good, much better than the ones we have in Illinois, and I had a really great experience the first time I went, so 5 out of 5. So now I'm going to be rating the best on campus, the best off campus, and the best overall. Best on campus, I'll have to give to that one place I can't pronounce in the Husky Den food court. It's the one with the burritos and the nachos. I think it's like Siganos, however you pronounce it. Husky Union Building was almost always out of my way when I was at UW last year, but I will always go back there no matter where I am because I really, really like their food. For best off campus, I'm going to have to award this to Pho Tan Brothers. I love their food, I love their service, and they're really inexpensive, so it's a great place to eat. For best overall, I'm going to have to award this to Just Burgers. It's only rightfully so. I love this place so much. I told you I will literally fly to Washington just to eat there because we don't flipping have it here. I am so excited to move back to Washington solely for the fact that I get to have this food again. So that's the end of my list. Hopefully I was able to give you guys some insight on where's the best places to eat on and off campus. I'm definitely going to post more UW related content because it seems like you guys really enjoy it. So if you do have any more video ideas, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below.